Hi, and welcome to Barely Homesteading. This is Lumberjack and Mama Bear. We know we haven't been posting very frequently recently, and we've got a big announcement at the end of this video to explain why. But for right now, we wanted to celebrate the 6-year anniversary of the purchase of this property and show you all the things that we've been able to accomplish in those last 6 years. So one of the very first things that we did when we bought this property is we made this fire pit because it was the middle of winter when we were out here clearing trees and building a house, and so we needed somewhere to keep warm so that the kids didn't freeze. Another early project is we put in this shed so that we could get a lot of our belongings out of storage and not have to pay storage rental fees. And this shed has actually been a very good benefit to us throughout the years here on the homestead for storage and working on things in inclement weather. So the next big project that we did after getting up here is we needed to start clearing trees for the house and the driveway and the power lines. We estimate that we have cleared over 350 trees since we've been up here, and we still have lots of piles and slash piles that need to get worked through. All right, so the next big project was our house. Even though it's small, only about 1,600 square feet, it's been a great house for the 6 of us. It's been easy to heat in the winter with our wood stove and to keep up on the maintenance with it with all the other projects that we've been going on. And so this has been, as I said, just a wonderful house for us. We love it a lot. Shortly after putting the house in, one of the projects we did was to put in this garbage shed and fencing around the propane tank to keep the propane tank protected and to also have somewhere to put our garbage that the bears couldn't get into. Now, this garbage shed went through a couple of iterations to keep the bears out, but the last one has worked out quite well, and we've had no issues with bears or other animals getting into our garbage since. The next big project that we tackled after putting in the house was our garden. And this garden has been years in the making. We've put in the raised beds and the greenhouses and the raised bed toppers, as well as putting in the chicken area back here with our chicken coop, and also the compost area back here in the back corner where we currently have our rabbits stored. So our garden has been a big asset to the homestead. We've gotten a lot of food out of it, and we're actually going to do a video here shortly about how much food production we're able to do this year. One of the projects that was a great help to us was putting these stairs in to be able to get up and down this hill next to the house easily. And then more recently, we've put in the drive so we can actually get vehicles up and down this hill, which has also been quite a big help. Another project that we've worked on over a couple of years, we're putting paths in, trails, on the back side of the house down the hill so that we can easily get up and down the hill walking and not have to drive down. You can see here there's another pile of trees that we've cleared on a different section of the property. Another thing that we've done recently is we've put these stairs in so that you don't have to go all the way over to the end of the trail in order to get up. And so this makes it quite a bit easier, and hopefully in the winter, going up these stairs will be easier than going up this path that might get a little icy. So we also put in this bridge so that we can get over our creek Right now the creek's pretty dry, but in the springtime it flows pretty well, and so having a safe way to cross the creek to get to either side to get to the pastures is a very nice safety feature, and the kids are glad that they can now get down here and safely get over the creek without having mom and dad toss them over. With the addition of the goats and the sheep, we needed access to get down to them, and so we put in this access drive and have driven over this so often that it's become basically another road down here on the pasture side of the property. We put in a pasture, got some goats. Hey, Charcoal. And we put in another pasture and got some sheep. They're back there in their shelter. So another one of the more recent projects we've done is to put in this retaining wall underneath our deck of the house. It's been quite nice to have a more level area here that we can utilize and to cut down on the mud and dirt that gets tracked into the house by the kids coming and getting logs from under the deck here. And then one of our later projects has been this flagpole that we've been able to raise Old Glory and display the flag quite proudly here on the homestead. All right, hopefully you've enjoyed this little tour of our 6-year anniversary and what we've been able to accomplish in these last 6 years. It has been a wonderful experience, and as I said, we've got an announcement for you. And that announcement is that we have decided to sell our homestead. Often the question is asked is, can you make any money in homesteading? Well, if you live in the right area and the market doubles in 6 years, then yes, you can. And that's what has happened to us. Now, don't worry, we are going to continue to homestead. We're just going to do it somewhere else. So we are currently looking at buying some property in the eastern Washington area and starting basically from scratch there on a new homestead. And so we hope that you will continue with us on this new journey that we're about to take and get to see what we are doing from scratch and what we have been able to learn in the last 6 years here that we can take with us there. Anything you want to add?
Well, it's not quite from scratch. There is a house. We're not.
Oh, well.
There is a house. We're looking for a house. We don't know exactly for sure what we're going to get. Yeah. But we were hoping to have something that we could move in and then start right into the homesteading rather than having to build the house first.
So that is true. We are hoping to not have to build again, but that we could find a house with some property and start the homesteading part of it, as I said, from scratch, but not necessarily the entire adventure from scratch.
Yeah, that'll just allow us to get more property and to be able to do more things in an area that might be a little bit more conducive. We love our high altitude home, but the high altitude does present some challenges.
It does.
And the small acreage is getting crowded here in the mountains of Colorado. There's not much room to expand.
Yep. So as I said, hopefully you will join us on that journey and understand that if over the next few weeks you don't see a video from us on a regular basis, just know that we will be starting again, and we will be posting as we have something to share. So with that, this is Lumberjack and Mama Bear from Bearly Homesteading saying use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you soon.
Follow the journey.
Bye.